Now, Isaiah Sharp with the Idaho News 6 forecast.
And that fire season, of course, in part because of how hot it was over the summer. The second hottest summer in Boise history, and still a fairly warm fall as well. We've seen some really nice temperatures, but we're still waiting for that fall drop in temperatures, and we're still waiting for the rain that comes along with that to truly bring an end to fire season. We actually have a fire weather watch and a red flag warning that's going to be in place heading into Friday because of high winds that are going to be coming in. Taking a live look at the village at Meridian real quick, 58 the current temperature. Like I mentioned, we've got a system that's going to be rolling in, bringing in some wind to the southern part of the Gem State. This is the system right here. It's going to be missing us to the north, bringing in warmer temperatures to the south, actually kind of condensing things for the southern part of the Gem State. Boise, Twin Falls going to be expecting mid 80s because this high pressure ridge right here is going to be bouncing up, moving this warm up and moving this hot into the region. Let's take a closer look at what the next couple of hours are going to look like. Pay attention to this hot right here as it moves into our region into Friday, kind of bounces back towards the northern part of California. You can see the slight orange that's right below that hot. That's a heat advisory for the northern part of California because it's still toasty down there. I saw temperatures earlier this week. I mentioned it in Phoenix, Arizona, up to 113. Still feeling like summer down there and still fairly warm for the Gem State. Going into this weekend, we'll see a cool down following into Saturday. Temperatures aren't going to get too hot, though. We'll be sticking to the 80 range for a majority of this week. Hopefully we're going to see this low pressure system move in, bring some precipitation in, bring some cooler temperatures in, and truly bring an end to that fire season like I mentioned. But going into tomorrow, we are going to be expecting a red flag warning. You notice all of this purple that's in this region. It's a mixture of that red flag warning and the wind advisory. Going to be expecting gusts up to 50 miles per hour, 20 to 30 miles in the Owahis. This is going to be from noon to 9 p.m. tomorrow when that system really rolls in, bringing in those warmer temperatures. Today, really beautiful, pretty consistent with what we have been seeing. 73 in Boise, 72 down in Twin Falls, 68 over in Ketchum. But you see that 85 in Medford, Oregon. That's going to be our reality tomorrow. Temperature is going to be into the mid to upper 80s, 87, potentially places into the 90s for the Treasure Valley region. 85 down in Twin Falls and 74 in Ketchum. Temperature is going to be dropping fairly quick after that. You see these 70s and 60s. That's what we're going to be seeing heading into Saturday. So do expect a fairly quick end to that heat. We still have been seeing a hotter than normal region for our area. You can see the warmer scale on the far end of our 6 to 10 day forecast showing that this area is still fairly warm. We're hoping for those cooler temperatures to arrive soon, but they're not going to be arriving tomorrow. We got heat on the way. 80s expected for a majority of the region, mid 80s to upper 80s. 87 in Kuna, almost breaking into the upper 80s, 90 almost in Mountain Home, sitting at 89. Mostly clear skies are expected. We are going to be seeing a lot of wind coming through our region. Going to be seeing 70s in Council, McCall, and Cascade, 80s everywhere else, 86 in Riggins, 85 in Garden Valley with broken clouds. Going to be expecting 70s for a majority of the eastern central mountains. Also going to be expecting 70s heading into Saturday as the Boise State Broncos take on the Utah State Aggies. Temperatures only going to be barely into the 70s, 70 degrees at kickoff, 68 around halftime, and then on your drive home from Albertson Stadium, going to be 62 expected. But those temperatures are going to be fairly warm going into Friday just before your weekend. 86 expected to be the high, dropping back into the low 70s on Saturday, back into the upper 70s on Sunday. Temperatures consistently in that 80 line all the way through the middle of the week into Thursday. We'll pay attention to it, but you got a beautiful weekend ahead.